Hey everyone, we'll be starting in a moment. I'm just getting things set up. Okay, so it's up on there, up here, that's all good. Close these things. Connection seems to be good, voice is being picked up. I think we're good to go. So, hi everyone, welcome to another stream of Assassin's No, why am I saying Assassin's Creed? It's not Assassin's Creed. Welcome to Control. Why did I think of Assassin's Creed Origins? Like, my brain is just somewhere else today. I don't know what's going on. But hi, welcome. Hope everyone had a nice weekend. Mine was alright. Could have been better, could have been worse. But really, it could have been better. But it wasn't terrible. But I hope everyone else had a nice weekend. I hope we have a nice Monday. Today we are continuing. We had left off last week, where we only got to do one stream because I had a collab. But today we don't have any, so we can do those. I enjoy collabs, just, when it messes up my schedule, I'm sad. No, not really. It's just, it is what it is. But yeah, we're gonna see how far we can get today. As a short recap, the last time we had played this, we had managed to go throughout the quarantine zone. We saw a bunch of stuff that we saw documents for. We ended up finding the containment room that Dylan was being held in, and he pretty much wrecked the entire place. I don't know how. He may be working with the Hiss. We don't know. But yeah, he destroyed his containment, killed a lot of people there. Either he did or something else did. And we found he was just not there anymore. So we had to go back to the executive sector because apparently he just walked in and said hi. After that, we then ended up helping trying to deal with a fridge which a man was staring at and had been for quite a long time since the lockdown was initiated. So we tried to help him, but unfortunately the fridge ate him. And then we had to fight a giant tick thing. A giant monster, essentially, that had a giant eye that we had to shoot. He was called the something, and apparently he was ejected from the board or something, going by what the board said. Because when we defeated him, we got a call saying that he was been expunged. Ignore him. Don't listen to his lies. Those kind of things. But we are also now trying to find some other runaway objects of power. Objects of power. OE. There you go. Of OIP. And we also return to the executive sector, and we are about to meet with Dylan, hopefully, unless he runs away again. And we've got a few other side quests as well, but I think that's everything that happened last time, so without further ado, let's get to it. I mean, we also learned how to fly. There's that too. Hopefully my voice will be a lot better now with this, because last time I played this, my microphone was all messed up. So with my headset mic, hopefully it'll be better. Skip! I know it was made by Remedy. October may be over, but we can still linger with the power of Halloween. Right. Sound is being picked up, showing up on there. Refresh restream. Do let me know, guys, if there's any issues, because I had to re-sign into Restream because it does this thing where like it expires and I have to re-log in order for it to actually connect again. It's a whole annoyance. I wish it wouldn't do that, but yeah. Okay, right. So connected, showing up on there. Sounds being picked up. Everything seems to be good. So let's go. Continue. Lunch deals increased damage to enemy armor. Launch. Launch, not lunch. I'm Potato. Why is everything taking forever to load in? Oh, wrong button. We did get a new gun, because we got all the guns now. We got Charge. Holds up to 3 explosive projectiles that can stagger enemies caught in their blast radius. Which is different to Pierce, I guess. Holds up to 3 enemies. Damage after kills, projectile spread. Let's go with this. I didn't know I could actually put mods on while they're in this point, so that's cool. Right, accuracy 20%, rate of fire 52. Damn! Energy gain from headshots, damage after kills, energy gain from headshots. So these are all level 3s. Rate of fire 36. I'm gonna go with this, because Spin is a generous magazine. It's pretty much the assault rifle version of the gun. So if we get even more rate of fire, it'll just be like all guns, all bullets gone. I don't think I have a level 4 of this yet. Let's get rid of the level 3s while I'm here. There shall be no level 3s. Energy gain from headshots is 39. Zoom. Then damage while aiming is 37. Wait, no, this is an upgraded version, so yeah. Put this on. I don't think I have an upgrade of this. I do, actually. Projectiles fired 5, projectiles fired 3. Yeah, sure. Don't have an upgrade for this yet. The answer is no. Energy gain from headshots 39. No. What do we got? Level 3. Get rid of the level 3s. I wish there was like a destroy all ranks 1, 2, or 3s or whatever, rather than me having to do it one by one. I already got level 5, so there's no real reason to have a level 4. Shield cost 17. Shield strength 53. Shield strength 56. I can get rid of this one. Siege speed. Energy and cost 22. Kiss files. Jukebox. I believe we already read this. Secure location. Executive. The room must be sealed before usage to prevent unintentional transportation. We also did this. I remember now. We ended up getting stuck inside a combat arena. That we had to do 4 of them. A classic 1950s jukebox made by Songmaster Entertainment Limited. The jukebox was found with a single record inside, titled "A Song for the Others" by blank. When this record is played in the object, anyone within earshot is translocated for as long as the album is playing. Those involved in the object's first unknown incident report being transported to a tropical beach, exact location unknown. When this object is used in the oldest house, it only transports users to an area located in the recently manifested quarry threshold. Researchers theorize that this site's unique spatial density results in all transitioning material gravitating to its position. As has been observed with other Bureau equipment, this oldest house's unique nature allows, or could also be having an effect on the object itself. The object is not bound to any known individual. Attempts by Bureau staff to bind it have resulted in blank and should not be attempted again. Death? CD-ification? They turn into CDs? Or, jukebox discs? Quarry by, okay. So, mission. Right now, we gotta go speak with Dylan on the upper level. Wait, where's the thing to find all the items? I thought we had a second part to it, but I guess that's later. Alright, so we need to go... Where are we going? Speak with Dylan in the upper level. Upper level, okay. Upstairs we go then. Why are you flashing?
We go around that way. There you are. Did you find those rangers at the formation?
I found them.
Right, we need to tell them about what we found.
Good news. The Hiss got there first. Lots of them.
Oh, another dead team. Jesus. I should have seen this coming. The formation, it's got like a pull to it. Things just end up there. I'm sure you saw all the junk from the Bureau lying around.
There were a lot of Hiss, Arish. I mean, a lot. Did they get pulled in too?
Or they forced their way in. The formation is just a big question mark to us. But who knows? You might even find some useful stuff down there.
I kinda did.
All I know is we cannot let the Hiss get comfortable.
Sounds like you have a plan.
Uh-huh. A simple one. You need to find more tokens and clear the Hiss the fuck out of the formation.
That is simple.
Oh, and I found a file on the formation while you were gone. You take a look for yourself if you want. A lot of the terms in there are way beyond me. I don't like to over.
That was cool. I actually heard him behind me when he said that.
Shoot something, right?
Because the camera
Real
changed
helpful,
position.
Arish.
I try.
That's pretty much everything. So
I have
formation.
to go.
Me too. You're not the only one who's busy, you know.
Gee, I'm your boss. Don't talk to me like that. The formation. I forgot to check to see if things are still good. Yep, things are still good. The formation is a tall stone structure found in Quarry Site Beta, only reachable by placing distinct tokens into the jukebox power object of power. See OOP 10 case files for details. The formation's exact purpose is blank, but we can at least examine the relationship with the blank surrounding it. Measuring devices found traces of blank blank at certain lines running from the formation of the redacted. When examined properly, 4 direct ritual tethers were detected. Okay. Some form of sympathetic casualty connects the formation with the board, maybe? Which means, in theory, that when certain blanks are performed at one, it will physically affect the other. I have been urged to note here that some individuals believe the formation responds to any fulfillment or purpose or desire in nearby individuals. So I'd like to remind those individuals that we are parakinesiology department, not the parafeelings department. Okay. I'm proud to report that my team was able to design, construct, and install a permanent detection system. These arches will help rangers identify when the casual tethers are active, allowing them to better blank. I mean, that's pretty much what we did. We had to do challenges until we were allowed to leave, or the time ran out. I am getting a little worried about what's her name, the security woman that was like, oh, we need to get more of these belt things. Because she's disappeared the moment Dylan showed up. So slightly worried that she's going to turn on us and she's actually like a secret agent or plant or something. Which way am I going? It just says it's upstairs, but it didn't say where.
Just when I thought things were stabilizing, Marshall abandons us. I'm sick of no one telling us what's going on.
Information's always been on a need-to-know basis.
Well, I need to fucking know. I'm an upper-level executive, damn it.
He's so angry. Oh, this is Hope's room, isn't it? I said Pope. I meant to say Hope.
Apparently the director restored HRA production. They're already getting other survivors out of safe rooms.
Great. Maybe I can get back to my office soon. I miss having a door to close on people.
I think you're gonna have to endure the inconvenience a little longer.
I mean, there's a whole thing going on right now. I don't think you should just be like, oh yeah, everything's fine. I missed this? Technological restrictions. The Oldest House imposes certain limitations on our bureau, but by far the most restrictive is the inability to use certain technological instruments. The Oldest House does not allow devices that receive or emit any blank signals. G signals? Radio? Digital? Radio waves are the only transmittable signals, well, I just said it, in the Oldest House, and even those are often unreliable. If the power of collective unconscious is taken into account, it could be that certain pieces of technology are too new in the cultural unconsciousness, or zeitgeist maybe, for the Oldest House to blank them, accept them probably. Similarly, these items have not been known to become receptacles for altered status. Technology may be moving too fast a pace for the blank to occur. Modern technology tends to disappear and break here, sometimes quite violently. Blank agents have been injured by cell phones exploring their pockets while entering the Oldest House. Okay, so that doesn't make any sense because cell phones have been around for what, like a decade? Maybe 2 at this point? 2 decades? Computers have been around for longer, like modern computers. So I'm not really sure what it's saying here, because some of these things aren't new. but I get it's just because they want to have a certain aesthetic. I'm talking about the creators, not, you know, the house itself. It's like, I only want things from the 80s. Like, even CDs have been around longer. What the fuck? This plant looks weird. Let me see if I can fix that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Now it actually looks like a plant. And I actually have eyebrows. I don't know why it does that. I'm getting the feeling that it's because it resets or like it loads in more textures or something. It doesn't do it for anything else. Why is there just a chair in the middle of the room? Maybe it's over there I need to go? I don't know. Like, they're just standing around. Oh! Infrared is near.
You are a worm through time. The thunderstorm distorts you. Happiness comes, white pearls, but yellow and red in the eye. Through a mirror, inverted is made right. Leave your insides by the door. Push the fingers through the surface into the wet. You've always been in here. You want this to be true. We stand around you while you dream. You can almost hear our words, but you forget. Through time, the thunderstorm distorts you. Happiness comes, white pearls, but
Happiness comes. Hello.
You are a worm through time.
Shit.
The thunderstorm distorts you.
That's Dylan.
White pearls,
Can you
but
hear
yellow
me?
and red in the eye.
Oh, come on, Dylan. I'm here.
By the door.
I found you.
The surface into the wet. You've always been in there. You want this to be true.
Do you know who I am? Oh, you know me. Say it.
You are Dylan Faden's sister.
He's talking in the third person. Always a good sign. Do you know who you are?
Not Dylan. Trench and Darling made sure of that. I'm P6. P6. But I'm better now. The hiss made me better.
Oh, okay.
Push the fingers through the surface into the wet. You've always been the new you. You want this
Can you
to
stop
be
that?
true.
Please? Not exactly the reunion I'd hoped for.
It feels good to say those words. I want to say them. They sound good. They make me feel good.
Why? What's with the
Don't
random
you want
cuts?
to say them too?
No. Fuck off, no. You need to help me get this thing out of his head. If he is still in there, if there is anything left, you have to help me.
You came in through the hole in you. We let you in. You've always been here. The only true. A copy of a copy of a copy of a copy.
Stop it!
Orange peel.
Shit. Shit. He can see you. This is not safe.
We found Polaris together with my sister when we were very small. In ordinary. In the desert, through the door opened up by the slide projector. But she didn't help when Trench took me away. She didn't give me any powers. All the powers are my own powers. She didn't help when they locked me up for years. After the song, time for applause. We build you till nothing remains. The air cracks and the truth will emerge out of you. You are home. The Bureau brought the slide projector back here with me. And the Bureau did what the Bureau does. They used it. And they found... They opened the door up to the hiss. That's the only thing I can thank them for.
There. There it is. We stopped the Altered World event in Ordinary when we shut down the slide projector. And now the projector's here.
An earworm is a tune you can't stop humming in a dream. Baby, 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 yeah.
Okay.
Just plastic. So safe. Nothing to worry about. Funny.
I welcomed the hiss. I let it in. To get rid of her. The hiss set me free. Polaris is using you. The Bureau is using you. You are a puppet.
You can almost hear our words, but you forget.
If we shut off the slide projector, maybe that will stop the hiss.
Your regulations.
Maybe it's not too late for my brother.
You must see the truth for yourself, Jesse. Sister. The horrible truth about the Bureau. The hiss is the better option. Go to the Prime Candidate program in the containment sector. I have the keycard to get you there.
I was already there. You gotta make me go
Salvador
back.
wanted me to have it.
Wanted? Bullshit. I saw what the hiss did to Salvador. What it turned him into. Okay, Dylan. I'll go. I want to see the truth for myself. I'll go. But only to look for the slide projector. You can help me. We can end this.
Whee! So, I thought it was going to be an mission thingy. So yeah, it's just one of those. It's like timed 16 minutes to find this random thing. So we listened to one of the interviews that he had before everything happened, and he sounded perfectly normal in that. He was like, you know, coherent. He wasn't talking in the third person. It was obviously before he got interacted with the hiss, because, you know, he was thinking. We could go back and even listen to it.
All right, I won't take up too much of your time today, Dylan. Like I said, I want to talk about Jessie, your sister.
What about her?
I
See?
just want to get your perspective. What do you think of her? What kind of person is she? That sort of thing.
I adored my sister. When I was little, I mean, back in Ordinary.
And you don't anymore?
When I first got here, sure. I'd always hoped she'd come too. Find me, to take me home. We went everywhere together. Why should this be any different? Casper said she could come too, to the Bureau, if she wanted to. But she never did.
Why do you think that is?
Because she didn't care about me. She always wanted to be out on her own, seeing the world. She always said so. I guess she got what she wanted.
Great. So, she wanted to see the world. Did she ever mention any place in particular?
Why?
We like to ask questions around here, you know
This
that.
might be when he's a
Any
teenager.
particular cities,
No, I'm
towns,
listening to the
landmarks,
dialogue
anything like
a
that?
bit more.
I don't remember.
What about family friends? Were you close with anyone living outside of Ordinary?
I'm done with this. Tell Casper I want pizza for lunch today.
Dylan, wait. We're not...
Yeah.
End of session.
So it was before he got interact with the hiss, and he was perfectly normal to an extent. You know, obviously he's a teenager. But I guess when the hiss interacted with him, he also kind of went a bit... cuckoo. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Probably ends up being that we end up having to kill him because, you know, he's too far gone and he's crazy and everything. Even though we've been searching for him this whole time.
I don't know what else I'm hoping to find here. Dylan. Can we talk?
I'd like to tell you about a dream I had last night.
Off to a good start. Okay. I'm listening.
I was back in Ordinary, before all of this happened. But in the dream, I was alone. It was just me. I was the only child. A girl. My name was Jesse Dylan Faden. But then the Bureau came and caught me, brought me back here, locked me up. Have you ever noticed that our names
Jesse, Dylan. They could be girls' names, boys' names. Could be anything. Don't you find that weird? I find that weird.
Sure.
Huh.
What the hell was that? Is he trying to mess with me?
You are a worm through time. The thunders come to
It might mean nothing,
happiness comes
but
with white pearls.
I'm wondering if there was actually only one person when the whole the whole projector thing happened.
Push the fingers through the
1 second. Alright, sorry about that. So as I was saying, I'm wondering if only one person was there when the projector was activated, and then when it was, they sort of split into two different people, and Dylan's actually like, I hate to say the negative aspects, but you know, an aspect of Jesse, or they're basically two halves of the same person. Obviously, this is way early to try and call this kind of thing, because we've only just met Dylan. This is the first thing we've heard about this, so it might be that, or it might just be a random ramblings of like a madman controlled by an entity from a different plane. So, you know. Okay, so I've got to go do something very quick. I should only be gone for like maybe a minute or two, depending. I've just got to go hang up some washing, so I'll be right back. So please bear with me as I go do that, and I'll be back in a second. Hey, I'm back. Sorry about for the wait. I was gone for what, 11 minutes? I tried to go as fast as I can. My arm hurts because of that. Oh, alright. Get that BRBR screen off my... Okay, so, yeah. We'll find out probably when we go through to find out what's going on with Jesse and Dylan, if they are the same person or what, but that's just what I get from that, but we'll see.
Maybe Dylan's still in there. Maybe there's a way to reach him.
I'd like to talk to my brother, please.
I can actually see P6 on his shirt now.
Dylan?
Dylan would like to tell you about a dream he had just now.
This again?
I was going to be the new director of this place. I helped you get a job here, so that we could be together. You were an office assistant. You'd make coffee and deliver the mail, and there was always plenty of work to do. And it stayed that way, forever and ever.
Makes no sense.
It was nice. Really nice.
That's debatable.
But here's the strange thing. The dream shifted, and none of it was real anymore. It was a game. We were in a game, and it was a fucking boring game. But you couldn't stop playing. And then it shifted again. Or maybe it was another dream already. Or maybe I'm just confusing them. But in this other dream, it was more like a musical. This is an ordinary song about an ordinary girl from an ordinary town. It's the ordinary story. She worked an ordinary job in an ordinary office.
Can I stop, like, brushing against my microphone?
And that's all I can remember of that dream.
Maybe that's for the best.
He was doing it to the tune of, like, the Threshold kids.
Maybe I can learn more about the hiss from him.
Can we talk?
No.
I just had an interesting dream.
Another one.
Oh, shit.
That's fascinating, but let's talk about the hiss for a change, yeah?
This dream was about the hiss.
Best I'm gonna get.
Sorry, I had to move my mic again.
In my dream,
Because it's now near my
the
face, I
hiss
keep
had
touching
broken
it.
free of this prison, this house. I'd set it free. And the president himself was there to welcome us. He was the first one to take the hiss in. Spread the word. At first, many people thought it was horrifying. That he was horrifying. But also, many people who heard his words wanted to welcome the hiss in. And slowly, more and more of them came around, until the whole world was brought together by the hiss. It was wonderful.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh
Thanks for
God,
sharing that.
you're just doing the same words.
For the record, that will never happen. Not as long as I'm alive.
Still more.
Happiness comes.
What now?
Maybe I'm just here to punish myself.
Any new dreams you'd like to share, Dylan?
I'm glad you asked, sister. This dream, like all dreams now, felt very real. Like reality. And reality now feels like a dream. Maybe it's all a dream. Maybe it's all real.
Dream where my brother endlessly tells me about his dreams.
I was in a dark place, and there was a dark man there. His name was Mr. Door.
Weird.
And he told me that there are many worlds, side by side, on top of each other, some inside of others. In one world, there was a writer who wrote a story about a cop. In another world, the cop was real. Dor said he himself was in all of them at the same time, endlessly shifting between them. I asked him how I could reach these worlds. I wanted to bring the hiss there. But he didn't want to help me. He didn't like the idea. What did he know?
I'm not wild about the idea myself.
Yeah, spread it across the multiverse. Whoa. Just to make things, just to see if it fixes it, because if we're going to be here listening to him talk, I'd rather him be like fully displayed rather than, you know, potato. Did that fix anything?
Here we go again. Once more with feeling.
A little bit better.
Yes. You want to tell me about your dream?
Yes. Yes. In fact, I'm having a dream right now.
Oh. That's new.
In this dream, I'm standing in the corner watching Jesse and Dylan talk about this very dream. This very dream! He said just now! And repeated it again now! I'm standing there and watching, and that's all I can do. It's as if I'm trapped there. And that's all I have to say about that dream.
Okay, Dylan.
Weird.
That's good.
Is he still in there? Or is this the hiss playing mind games? I don't know.
And I think that's all of them. So there's no more prompt for it, so away we go! Prime candidate. So they still stuck him in like a weird box room.
Welcome back, Jesse.
Hi.
How are you doing, Jesse? It can't be easy seeing Dylan like this.
I'm fine. What can you tell me? Is he still human?
Or is he his?
I've taken numerous tissue samples and have tests running as we speak, but from the initial data, he looks healthy. I only see corruption in a superficial way.
What does that mean?
I don't know. This is all new, but if he's like you, maybe Polaris is preventing total hiss takeover. Or maybe this is just a new form of hiss. We've already seen how it affects people in different ways.
Dylan told me he let the hiss in. Does that change anything?
Voluntary conversion. I mean, hypothetically, that could affect the mental state post-corruption, as well as the extent of biological alteration. But again, this is new territory for me. I'll need time.
You won't have it. I'm gonna shut down the slide projector. That's how the hiss are getting in. Once I close it, this should all be over.
Jesse, we don't know how this works. If you sever their connection to the source, it could cause a terminal chain reaction. Every hiss-corrupted individual dead.
Better that than what Dylan is now.
Better if thousands die, so
shutting
then
it
I can
down.
have the one guy.
This has to end. Whatever happens, happens.
Okay, just let me know how I can help.
Thank you, Emily.
Thousands probably an exaggeration, but you get what I mean. Better everyone else die rather than my brother who I haven't seen in like what?
Need something?
2 decades or something. So we now need to go back to the containment room. Let me see if I can find anyone else with his new documents. No? Okay then. I'm just going to activate this quickly. I was also going to check to see... Yeah, it's still that. transit corridor. Alright. Back we go to the containment sector again. Beep boop. Press the button. Whoa. I got both. Cool. Why is he? Wait, he's just continually charging at me. I was supposed to be protected though. I had the shield up and everything. But yeah, I need to swap it out because I need to switch it to the other gun. The Pierce gun, I mean. Right. Because I need the Shatter. So get rid of Pierce and put Shatter. For snipers, apparently. That wall's getting wrecked. All of them? Cool. Alright, we're back here again. I'm just gonna touch this so I can get the teleport back here. Alright, we need to go north. Up there. I don't have a level 6 card. I do have a level 6 card. Right, he gave it to me. Yeah, never mind. Which means I'm about to open up other things. Because there were other doors that were level 6 we couldn't open, but we can now. Self-reflection. She was admitted to a mental ward for emotional instability soon after relocating to Illinois with her family in 1914. The item only appeared on record again in 2006 when the Bureau investigated a sudden rise of disappearances in blank, Illinois. Agents found the item hanging in the local library. They contained it quickly, though the missing people of the town were never recovered. What is this for? Victorian Mirror. August 18th, 1915. We certify that the case of Mrs. Blank has shown her to be a lunatic under the reasons of hysteria, bad company, and imaginary female trouble. I mean, it is 1914-1915, so I guess that makes sense. She's hysterical! Her fixation with the family-looking glass is noteworthy, though not an uncommon matter when considering the female disposition. Mrs. Carver is a fit subject for the lunatic asylum and will remain in confines until her affliction has passed. Signed, Dr. Blank. Locate the mirror in synchronicity. Which is not here? I wish there was like a full map so I could go to the different sectors. Oh, a minute. Why is it not showing up? Or am I just stupid? Yes, I'm stupid. Never mind. I was looking at the other things, and I was like, those ones are completed because they have a tick on them. They don't have a tick on them. It's an arrow. I'm just dumb. Let's just do this first. Prime candidate program. I didn't jump to that.
Define new prime candidates. The Bureau needs a director. Our future. P6 and P7.
P7. There's a lot of stuff in there. It's all spinny. Alright, let's see what it says. To get the full context.
After North Moore stepped down, I doubled every effort to find new prime candidates. There was no one. No one but me. That wasn't good enough. I pushed hard. I never wanted the Bureau to end up in that situation again. The Bureau needs a director. Always. When my time reaches an end, I want more options on the table. P1 through P5 were all false leads, dead ends, and disappointments. Then P6, Dylan Faden. He fell into our arms. No parents, they're gone, casualties of an AWE. The boy has exceptional talent. The oldest house will be his home. We'll build him from the ground up. He'll be trained and taken care of. Darling can be in charge of this project. I can't. I'll stay away. I will not fail the boy like I failed my own family.
I mean, you kind of already did by kidnapping it.
We weren't careful enough back then. Something came home with me.
Oh.
I took work home. My Susanna got sick. When I realized my mistake, I wanted to bring her here for Darling to do what he could. Kate flat out refused. Civilian doctors treated our daughter, but they didn't have a clue. She died. Kate left me. Same old story. That was a long time ago. The Bureau is all I have now. And the prime candidates are our future. There are two. P6 and P7. We're spoiled for choice.
What about 1 through 5? Why you gotta go all spinny? Taste bullets. Orb gone. Is that it? We good? We're good. Do I want to go this way? Well, I kind of have to. Do I rotate with it? No, I don't. Get out of my way. Bright Falls supplement. Bright Falls? Alex Wake, Mr. Wake's wife, was found during the Bureau investigation. She was interviewed and evaluated. She showed signs of severe mental trauma in the form of blank memory loss. She was later directed to treatment. It was concluded that she had been trapped in the threshold during its manifestation. So they call these threshold. Call the whole thing a threshold then, I guess. Notable individuals still missing after the Bright Falls event are FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale and Dr. Emil Hartman, referred to the Creator's Dilemma and the file Read of Cauldron Lake Lodge. Emil was missing? I mean, I guess so. Bureau researchers believe this event was the result of a forceful perception of subjective reality stemming from Mr. Wake, overlapping on our own. Wake has been flagged as a potential para-utilitarian. See Prime Candidate Program for more details. In 2011, a book by Clay Stewart titled The Alan Wake Files was published by Roundabout Press at New York and Olympia. Agents interviewed Clay Stewart and suspected minor para-utilitarian sensitivity. He was placed under indefinite surveillance. A monitoring station was established at Cauldron Lake to alert the Bureau of any future activity. I see. Cool. So maybe they'll show up in the sequel. Everything's at a weird angle. It's cool that it's kind of doing this, though. Let me check downstairs. Anyone in here? No. Alright. Nothing but a typewriter. Nothing here. That's a way forward, so I'll look around here first. Spin! I don't like that I felt like I heard someone breathing. So what is over here? Up. 2. Launch efficiency. Damn, it's all blocked off. This is the opposite side of the door. Got it. Put that way in a second. This is where I would have come from, right? Yeah. P6, P7. This way cannot be opened yet. Let's start with P6, I guess. Although there is one at the end, which is what, P5? Closed cases. I'll take that. Bright Falls summary. An unconfirmed threshold manifestation at Cauldron Lake. Wah! Resulted in a fictional story event written by the author Alan Wake creating an awe in which reality was altered to match that of the story, though only locally and for a limited time. Mr. Kirkland, head investigations, was alerted on September 13th, 2010 by ex-Bureau agent Frank Breaker. So they obviously didn't watch the videos about, you know, it affecting it before even Wake showed up. They probably didn't even know about it until now. That an OR event was taking place in Bright Falls, referred to events... Oh, never mind, maybe they did. Referred to events investigated in 1970, 1976, 1978. Breaker had received a call from Barry Wheeler, Alan Wake's literary agent, on behalf of Breaker's daughter, Sarah, who was the current sheriff of Bright Falls. Oh! Huh. Because that was when... I remember that, because when we went to the police station and we were holed up there, she was like, call my dad and tell him this thing. I was like, okay, I guess the entire town has a special watch kind of thing. It's more than that. A Bureau field agent arrived at the site 2 days later, only to confirm that the event was over. Interviews were conducted, referred to the 1970 Thomas Zane, 1976, 1978 Odin Anderson, Tor Anderson. Alan Wake was believed Blank instigator. Eyewitnesses' reports highlight an old light switch, possible object of power, that blank missing. Wake was not found at the scene. Reports claim he dived into the lake, but no body was recovered in the search. I guess he was like Prime Candidate 5, maybe? TV. Yay. F.
I can see you're upset, Meg. Why don't you tell Uncle Mr. Bones what's wrong?
I did bad on my clairvoyance test.
You can't ace every test, Meg. You see, everyone has different brains.
Brains. He said that so long.
Some brains can talk to each other. We call this ESP.
You mean telepathy? Oh, God.
Some brains can lift objects, like a baseball. Talk about a fly ball, eh, Meg? No interruptions! So who cares if you fail your clairvoyance test? Maybe your brain can throw baseballs, or talk to dead people, or make friends blind. Once we know what your brains can do, we'll know what job to give you. And if your brains are just right, you'll get to sit in the big chair.
Okay. It's a lot bigger than I thought it would be.
What if I don't want the big chair?
What if I don't want the big chair?
Too bad.
Everyone wants the big chair, Meg! That's why we're all here. Use those brains to listen for once, or the only chair you'll get in is the one with straps.
It's a bit much for a child's show. Why is it so dark and edgy for, like, kids? This is obviously what they were showing Dylan, but still. No wonder he's messed up. Alright, P6.
I wish things had gone differently and ordinary for us. But wishing won't change things. Finding the projector will.
There's one right here.
Ordinary. So much coming together in this one case. A new object of power, something we have not seen before. I mean, coming from me, that's saying something. And the boy, Dylan Faden, Prime Candidate 6. And the sister as well, once we catch up with her. But the boy, so much potential. We're talking Northmore level readings here. And I don't want to invoke his name. It's completely different circumstances here. It's remarkable.
Okay. And I was just staring at
an incident. Yes. We lost a valuable member of our team, yes. Excessive force. Dylan has so much. But he's just a kid. I'll take the blame. He needs some slack. I mean, boys will be boys. He's exceptional and under a lot of stress.
And he killed someone. Probably, from the sounds of that.
Roberts got killed.
There you go.
It's an unfortunate accident, that's all.
Uh-huh.
Marshall needs to realize this. We will make this work. We'll make this work.
Okay, so I guess we'll find out whether Roberts was killed intentionally or not sometime. Dylan Faden transcript. Subject was alone during the outburst. You again. I thought I told you to leave me alone. Why are you showing me this? I can't do anything. Can't you see where I am? Why don't you help me get the fuck out of here? You always show me things I can't do anything about. Stop showing me her. I don't care anymore, and I don't care about you. You both left me here to rot. Fuck off, you bitch. I'll take out my own brains if it means getting rid of you. I don't want you here. Get the fucking message. Subject repeated the phrase fuck off numerous times before being sedated at 1753. So I guess the Polaris is considered female in this context then? Because he did say the same thing when he was like, it's her, it's you, you know. So I'm wondering, I mean, Polaris was trying to probably keep him company and informed of what was going on, but it sounds like he didn't care, even though, you know, Polaris was trying to say, yeah, well, I'm trying to get her to where you are, but it's kind of hard to find out where you are because the building is, you know, hidden. Ordinary. This is beyond ordinary. You can't see me, but I did like the thumbs up and a smile. Because I was trying to be weird. You're like, yeah. It looks like the things are beyond ordinary. Da-da-da. P6 victim autopsy. Agent killed during blank involving blank codename 6. Dylan Faden. Blunt force injuries of the back, head and neck. Extensive trauma to the abdominal region. Lacerations or contusions of the upper and lower torso. Fracture of spinal cord between L1 and L2 vertebrae. Avulsion, fracture of the 3rd through 10th ribs, left and right. Blunt force injuries of the extremities. Abrasions, lacerations, and contusions of the extremities. Dislocation of the left and right elbow. Dislocation of the left and right knee. It sounds like he was just crushed. After examination, he was determined that the cause of death was internal bleeding that occurred when the blank was contorted through his blank. Alright then. And P7.
Is this what Dylan wanted me to see?
Find an ordinary
It doesn't
aura.
matter. We need to find that projector.
It's me, but real. It'd be better if I could actually see it properly. Still pixelated. Give it a few seconds. Let me go back in. And switch it back to windowed. Give it a few seconds. Still pixelated, but I guess that's probably the best I'm going to do. She was at the library? You're weird. Who goes to libraries? Ugh. Anyway, what's this? Candidate P7 outfit.
All the times I felt paranoid, I was right. The Bureau could have given me the answers, but they just stood by and watched me.
Don't touch. Is that one a dog on the bottom? And why is there a crowd of people watching them play with the dog? Eastward movement, cause of concern. Departs Cheyenne, arrives in Sydney. Departs Sydney, arrives in Des Moines. Departs Des Moines. These are all like in several day intervals, like from Cheyenne, leaves on the 24th, arrives on the 24th in Sydney, leaves the 25th of Sydney, and arrives on the 26th in Des Moines, leaves on the 30th, and then arrives on the 10th of the 1st, well, the 1st to the 10th, 2019, and arrives in Chicago, departs on the 8th, arrives on the 8th on South Bend, leaves on the 11th, arrives on the 11th in Cleveland, departs on the 19th, arrives in the 20th in Bloomberg, departs on the 29th and departs from Bloomberg and arrives in New York City, which is where we are now, I think. Why is this still highlighted? Did I miss something? Oh, Threshold Kid, yeah.
We used to play there all the time. Me and Dylan. And other kids as well. We loved it. This time, I remember was different. We found a way in, deeper into it, like it had shifted. We went inside, and that's where we found the slide projector.
A dump is a place for lost things. Things that have been thrown away. Did you ever feel that way when you were growing up, Jesse?
What? No. Yes, but that has nothing to do with...
Was there a slide projector at your home when you were small?
No.
Those were before your time, I suppose. But your family did look at photos together, maybe. In one form or the other?
Maybe.
When was this? Can you remember? At parties? Barbecues? How did it make you feel? Did your parents ever show pictures?
Let her answer. Why are you throwing so many things at her? You're the worst psychiatrist ever.
Did your parents drink? Did that make you uncomfortable?
No. That's just stupid. Come on. That has nothing to do with this. Nothing.
The slide projector, let me ask you this. As a child, did you ever fantasize about worlds inside pictures? Inside a painting? You know, stepping into a painting, into a hidden world, escaping and finding adventure there, away from your parents.
I don't think so. I don't remember. Maybe. I don't know.
Huh. I'm now wondering if, I lost my train of thought. I literally was about to say it and immediately forgot what I was going to say. What the hell? God damn it, what was it? But yeah, that psychiatrist was awful. Let me just bombard this child with like a bunch of questions. And I just remember what I was going to say. I'm wondering if that was when she was a teenager as well. She was asked those questions. And I wonder if it was at the same time they were questioning Dylan. They have an entire room back here for her? Dodge efficiency. That picture just teleported. Open. Oh, it was just a door opening. I was like, what?
They studied what happened in Ordinary here.
Ordinary
That's the place
ore.
to start looking.
They have their own department just for Ordinary? It's a bit much. I still want to check what's down here first, so we'll go there. Destroy everything behind me. Table. They should really turn off their lamps when they're no longer working at their desk. Huh? Oh. Never mind. I'm dumb. I already went this way. Alright, so let's have a little look around. Gonna get attacked, I think. It just... yeah, I can see him. I killed that guy. Is the power of my, like, throw abilities increased or something? Eat body. Alright, now I can look at this. Work, chat. I see your creepy teeth delivery and raise you a dead dog. Yeah, like a straight up deceased dog. Had a collar on and everything. It'd been rotting in that box since they packed it up. Go ahead and imagine how that smelled. So don't go whining to me. I wish I got watched a parade of human teeth. Okay. Elevators. I'll touch those in a minute. Oh boy. That room looks like fun. Yes. So does this go... Oh, willow. Inventory. A hollow sphere, stone-like material, vitrified soil, blank pieces of various sizes and colors, animal carcass, probably canine. Rusted metal bucket, leather wallet, aged shotgun cartridge. All materials to investigation sector for further analysis. Oh. A whole bunch of case files back here. Alright, so I guess I have to use the elevator. This one doesn't work. Why are the elevators so far spaced apart? Ow. I was all excited about getting into an elevator and the thing blew up. I hate you.
Dylan and I were both prime candidates.
I thought that was obvious.
Experiments.
There I go. Killing again. Why are you walking right up into my face? What the hell's that? Like some sort of machine? Alright, let's fix this place up. This is mine, Hiss! Get out of here! Everything gets sucked back into place.
We're going back home.
You want to what?
Of course we are. It started there, and it's never gone away.
I do not have any ability points, so let me have a look around before we go in there. Level 6. It's a little tiny room, so it should be fine. This is not fine. Can I get in there with a shield and not take any damage? The answer is no. Top up, and then we'll speed run in, see if we can grab whatever's inside. Go! Oh man, I was almost there! If we just get a little bit more health, we'll be able to run into those rooms and get out like lickety-split. While I'm waiting for that, let me check this. What is that for? Okay, it's for that. Refresh restream, because it is behind once more. There we go. Right. Maybe I can upgrade things. No, I need shifting fragments. Never mind. Maybe I can upgrade weapons, though. Let's do Shatter. 2 mod slots. Yay! Now I should be able to load up the mod. Alright, get rid of the level 2s, level 3s. Right, so we have projectile spread. Get rid of this. And recoil, -19. I guess less recoil would mean that I could shoot more. Projectile spread is pretty good too, but let's go with the recoil reduction. Anything down here I can be aware of? Nothing. What even are these things? They're like tubes. I'm in. Hidden location. Cool. I didn't know that was a thing. Better keep an eye out for these kind of stuff then. Typewritten page supplement. The page was discovered in an instance of the Ocean View Motel and Casino that is linked to the investigation sector. The page had been pushed into the motel's corridor from under the door with the symbol of a spiral. For 10 years I've tried to write my escape, only sinking deeper. I used to know where fiction ends and reality begins. Here they are, they're all the same. It's a hideous trap, my every thought made real. Fear, desire. How can I ever know for sure I've escaped and not just lost it my own fantasy? The thought alone could drive you mad. The identifiable words in the scratched out portion: falls, bright falls, haunting, wake, Alan Wake, light switch, ocean, too late, and the final sentence: you've been warned. So I vaguely recall that transcript from from either Alan Wake or American Nightmare. Interesting. All right, moving on. Can I get over there? Alright, going forward. South. Access the ordinary ore area by rotating the turntable. The mold is here. Freaking things. I've got a double tap when I use those. Got it.
There's gotta be a way to get to this.
Oh, that's why everything's all freaking out.
Control panel nearby.
Mine. I hope they can't follow me in here. That would kind of suck. How did the mold get down here anyway? Is it working for the hiss? Work chat teeth. Guess you just had to inspect an inbound delivery of like 100 teensy tiny little boxes. Me, that's who. And you know what was inside of each one of them? A single human tooth. Fucking gross. Who killed you?
There's gotta be a way to rotate these tracks. Yeah. Maybe there's a control panel nearby.
Maybe, and I'm looking for it. Just give me a chance. Hurry, hurry. Max height and a bunch of squiggles because I can't read it. Maybe if I go up more, because the steps did go up higher. Or no, never mind. Push the button. Let's hope nothing bad happens.
It won't rotate. Something's blocking it.
ordinary. Transit corridor. North. Okay, we got a door over here, so let's check that. That is just for the control room. Never mind. Anything down here? A bunch of pipes and stuff. Did I get bitten on my arm or something? I think I did. Because it keeps itching. No spookies, please. I mean, I guess that's not really spooky. Maybe it is. Ow! Where the? Well, it sounded like he had like a lung problem. Anything down here other than just the spooky? No, just the spooky? Okay. And nothing down there. You'd think there'd be something back here because, you know, it's hidden like this, but... Pump. Anything on the opposite side? There's a chest back there and a pickup. I knew it! I didn't know I could destroy walls, but I'll take it. It's also funny that they put a picture of a door on the wall that you could destroy to make a door. Makes me wonder if there are other ones like that that I've missed. Is that a helicopter? It's an airplane. Sort of. It's like an aeroplane with its wings not put on properly. Maybe for storage? So why do I need to do that? Restore power, that's why. There's also another door here. Oh. No, I don't want that. I want the cube. Did I open the top or did I open something else? I think I just turned the power on, that's about it. Elevator open! My reflection is weird. Hi. Disappeared. There's the big guy. Take him down. Got him. Airplane evaluation order. The airplane in question has been brought in from a private airfield located in the town of Blank, Cincinnati. It is suspected to be connected with the blank or see case file blank for details and is being evaluated for altered status. The plane is currently being stored in the transit corridor in the containment sector, brought through the New York subway tunnel. Special access for more information on tunnel blank and links to urban legends centered on ghost stations, abandoned tranks and blank. See file 42521. Maybe that's backwards, so it's like 1254. The plane's black box is currently being evaluated for blank blank, and initial readings have been taken by a research team. Though no altered status has yet been detected. It's just an airplane. But I guess if it stays here long enough, it might become an object of power. With the amount of stuff that's here. Gets like a contact high, just becomes sentient. I see you in there. It bounced off the box. Ordinary ore stage 1 and A. The first slide was a room with dirty wallpaper and dolls on the shelf. There were lots. DF. Dylan Faden. The house was empty. No one lived there. We played in there a lot. That was our secret playhouse. JF. So, interview 2002, 2010. I went to school with Neil. Some kids called him Nosebleed Neil. Note, likely Neil Hosenberg missing. It was mean. He had asthma. Tom. Note, likely Tom Barlow missing. And his gang Freddy, likely Freddy Bartwell, or Frederick Bartwell, missing. Hugo. Note, no one by this name was found in the public records. Bullied him. We brought Neil to the dump today to play. DF interview. Extrapolated information. Unconfirmed existences of additional slide designation house. Huh. So did he get sucked into the projector? There's an orb nearby.
You're listening to America Overnight, celebrating 29 years, shining a light in the shadows.
What's with all the noise?
Thank you for staying with us. Here's our first caller.
What I'm about to tell you, if they found out, I don't know what would happen.
If who found out, brother?
The men in the suits. They told me it was an industrial accident, but this is something else. Something nobody talks about. Ordinary.
This certainly doesn't sound very ordinary, caller.
No, not ordinary. Ordinary. It's a town. And it wasn't an industrial accident. I mean, that's what they said. But that's bullshit.
Whoa, please watch the language, caller. It may be 2 a.m., but we're still a family show.
The family show to who? No family's up at this time.
My brother lived there. They said the town was destroyed, but it wasn't. I went there. The people are gone, but the town's there. It's still there.
So the population of an entire town disappears, yet the town remains. Tell me, was the phrase, "there is no salvation" written anywhere?
I'm not sure.
The same thing happened in Brazil in 23, a village called Hor Verde. More than 600 people just up and left. The government said they were fleeing guerrilla forces, but we know the truth. A mass abduction, as predicted by my regular guest, Dr. Quincy Reagan.
Abduction? You mean aliens? That's bullshit! I know they're lying!
Now I warned you about the language, caller. I'm afraid we're gonna have to cut you off. And good timing, too. It's time for a short break. Hang in there. America Overnight will be right back.
Okay. So they were keeping the people that brought it up at least. Because that's a recording. That's not like, you know, whatever. Right, ordinary summary. An orb occurred in the timeout ordinary caused by an object of power. Slide projector ID OOP15. Discovered by local children at the dump outside of town. When a specific set of slides are used in the projector, projected images open doorways to other dimensions. Multiple slides were used by the children, resulting in the disappearance of the town's adult population. Just the adults? But the kids are missing too. Huh? Event response. On August 30th, 2002, siblings Dylan Faden, 10 years old, see P6 materials, and Jesse Faden, 11 years old, see P7 materials. So 10 and 11 in 2002. It's 2019 now, I think. So in the game, not in real life. So they would be 17 years. That would be so 27 and 28. Playing at the local dump when they found a discarded slide projector. Darling presentations for details. A team led by Director Trench and Dr. Darling arrived at the site on September 14th. The war had ended, but the team found the Faden children who led them to the slide projector and the slides, which had been burned with the exception of one. Jesse escaped when agents attempted to detain the pair. In total, 17 surviving individuals were found in the town. All of them were brought in for questioning and tests. 17 other people survived. Okay. America overnight. Ah, there we go.
There is a curious correlation with the yet unknowable forces intruding upon our world, in the form of altered world events. These forces gravitate toward archetypal objects, a gun, a television, a supposedly haunted house. So clearly humanity affects this process. Our collective unconscious is a map of sorts. We hold the key, but we don't know how to use it. We create these archetypes through everyday life, popular culture, urban legends, but we are observing and influencing a complicated system in action. We can change the likelihood of something being a receptacle for these forces just by thinking about it. But we haven't found a method to control the outcome. And yet, there's something unique in us, in our dreams, in the conceptual reality with power, with our minds.
Ah.
What's the cause and what's the effect? Are we the starting point or just a necessary evil in this? A byproduct, a reflection, a projection? We'll struggle to find the answers to these hard questions. Or die trying.
Okay. Right, ordinary org stage 4A. Jesse and me followed the dung monkeys to the cave. There was a lot of them. More of the kids from town had joined up. It was really scary. Jesse grabbed the projector and we ran as fast as we could. They chased us. I fell and hurt my knee. Jesse tried to help me, but the dung monkeys were coming. They were just about to get us, but then Neil showed up. Neil looked like a dog. Like a melted dog, but I knew it was him. Neil said a lot of times he didn't like being a boy because Tom just beat him up. I think he liked being a dog. What? The projector wouldn't turn off, so we changed the slide to the hand. I heard her immediately. She promised to help. The hand. Jesse said we could call her Polaris. It's because she was doing stars at school. Extrapolated information. Additional slide designation hand is verified in Bureau possession. Earn confirms existence of a paranatural entity designation Dog Neil. You completely ignored the whole Polaris thing. So there's a hand slide here we can find. Interesting, okay. Maybe if we find that, we're about to look at it and be like, Polaris, you came from here. Wait a minute, you're evil! Or something. Or maybe you're just nice. No! The tree! The tree died! Why is there just a single floating red house there? What? Ordinary or stage 2. After what happened at school to Miss Chester, we started spying on Tom and we saw that where they took the projector. So they took it? Tom and his troglodytes were using the Sled Hill Cave as their headquarters. That's where the projector was. They'd been using the temple slide. We called it that, but really it was a broken concrete thing, like a warehouse or a bomb shelter or something. Very dark. The Knot Mother lived there with her babies, children, I don't know. She was feeding Tom and the others her milk. Ugh. They were changing into little monsters. We called them dung monkeys. Oh, that's not good. Because that means that the dung monkeys were the bad. They were the children. That's Okay. Unconfirmed existence of additional slide designation temple. Unconfirmed existence of paranatural entity designed or designated, not mother. That's great. Oh, I guess that killed him.
Annual evaluation of Dylan Faden, formerly P6.
Formerly?
By Dr. Carla Vaughn. The questions asked here correspond to the 5th iteration of the Gunner's psychological assessment. Are you ready, Dylan? Let's begin then. In a single word, describe the world around you.
Where's Casper?
Dr. Darling is out of the building today.
He's never out. He didn't want them, did he? He never visits, not since Roberts. Tell Darling it wasn't my fault. I couldn't control it yet, but I can now. I learned. Will you tell him?
In a single word, describe the world around you.
A prison. A cold, empty prison. Not even a poster in the air.
What is the next number in the sequence 3, 6, 9, 12, 15?
21.
18.
What day is it, Timmy?
How the hell would I know? It's not like you give me a calendar.
You find a rabbit in the woods. It is breathing, but not moving. You cannot see any blood. What do you do?
Leave it.
Expand on that.
It doesn't matter. The rabbit's not real. None of it's real.
What day is it today?
Do you enjoy asking people questions that can't be answered? Is this what gets you up in the morning? What you dreamed of doing as a scared, stupid little girl?
Can you describe a dog to me?
In ordinary, we had a friend. Nosebleed Neil. And when it all went crazy, you know what I mean. Nosebleed Neil turned into a dog. Or something like a dog.
What day is it tomorrow?
Fuck off! I don't know! There is no calendar! How can I fucking know?
Dylan, calm down.
Fuck you! Fuck you and fuck Casper! Hey! Are you watching this, you old fuck? Did you send your bitch because you're too scared of me? Where is Casper?
Security, get a team in here. I need...
I mean, to be fair, that was a valid crash out. He was like continually asking the same questions. It's like, how would he know what that's are if he doesn't know the date? Like, Jesus, man. These people suck. They're bad at their jobs, and they're like, why did things go wrong? Get out of here, Hiss. I want it a bit quieter. Thank you. God, that was so annoying, just hearing the constant... Alright, do I have enough points for anything? Those cost 4 points. I need 3 points, 3 points. It's weird that it goes straight from 2 points to 3 points immediately on buying the first upgrade. Or is it 1 point? Yeah, it's 1 point, and then it just immediately goes 3 in some cases. Alright, fine, we'll buy this. It's the only one I can afford, and I'll probably get more points later. Can I upgrade? No, I need more shifting fragments. I mean, I could make more of this, but I'd be using up points. Alright, moving on. Ooh. Ordinary stage 4B. We went in and met Polaris like a star. She told us we were special. She made us special. It felt like being born or reborn. The world fading in for the first time. Familiar, but somehow different. Jesse, 2010. Polaris taught us how to turn off the projector. The dung monkeys and the Not Mother were coming straight at us. Dylan was crying. I turned it off, and they were gone. It was over. I took all the slides and burned them. All of them except Hand. JF. Unconfirmed existence of paranatural entity designation Polaris. Okay, now they mark it. Touch that in a minute. And this one, 3? 1B. The second slide we called the meadow, but it was really just an empty lot with a bunch of weeds. There was a shack and a phone line. It smelled like flowers. It was powerfully intoxicating. We had crazy dreams there. It must have been because of the smell. I didn't like it. Didn't like losing control in the dreams. Everything was melting, and then we'd come out. Everything had melted around the projector. Jesse. Neil was really into it. We'd found out he'd been coming here more and more on his own. Then Tom beat the secret out of Neil and found the projector. He and his goons took it. JF. We had thought Neil had got lost inside the meadow when Tom changed the slide, but that's not what happened. Designation meadow. Because then it was like, after what happened at school, started spying on Tom, saw that the way they took projector. So what happened to Mrs. Chester? 1 second. Alright, sorry about that. Okay. So where was I? Oh yeah, so it seems to like sort of jump because it's like he thought he got lost inside the meadow, but then it immediately goes to slide 2 where they don't mention what happened when he went to the meadow and they turned it off. Maybe in slide 3? If we ever find it?
Let's see what they have on ordinary. It's all here. Our home, our school, the woods, the dump.
Weird. And the single red house. I'm bigger than everything. I've grown up. So I guess this is the... Why is this single house red? Because it's obviously not the start point, because that's all the way over there, going by these circles. Stage 4. So I guess while it was open, because these are different stages, and the things have been marked as stages. Oh, looking at the wrong thing. Correspondence? Or am I just blind? Okay, so yeah, it goes 1A, 1B, 2, 4. So this is where it started to reach out here. Town proper. Sled Hill Cave. Dump. Dump. So I guess stage 4 is where it ended. But then why is that house red? I'm probably going to learn soon. And then this building has a square on it as well. But why the other buildings don't? I guess this is supposed to be where they went? Let me look at the thing again. Meow, all the way down. Because we don't know what happened at stage 3, because they were just like, yeah, we went to the Sled Hill Cave. So I guess if we find a cave, we'll be able to find it. Trees. Another building with red and a red pole. Maybe this is the school? Whoops, didn't mean to knock it over. Let me pick it up. Stage 3. Public school. Yeah, okay. Tom and the others had gotten worse, scarier. The math teacher, Miss Chester, tried to make them listen, and they pushed over a piano on her, broke her legs, then Tom bashed her head in. Bye-bye, Miss Chester. I always liked her. I like math. Wow, okay. That was the tipping point. It was the Lord of the Flies level bad. The grown-ups realized something was wrong. The police came and literally dragged Tom and Hugo and the others away. Tom was screaming that the not mother would make them all go away. They enacted a curfew for every kid in Ordinary. Mom and Dad were pissed, asking us about the dump, about everything. I remember wanting them gone like Tom had said. When we woke up the next morning, pretty much all the adults had just vanished. Was I responsible? Did I don't know. Okay. Disappearance of a majority of an ordinary's population confirmed. Results of slide projector related ore. Not whether they lived there. Changing into little monsters. So then they came back. Things were trying to be normal, but then they were just like, nah, we're just gonna kill this one person. And then everything went wrong. And then they went, oh, follow the dung monkeys to the cave. Which I guess was the building, maybe? Weird. It'd be cool to actually, like, see this. Because it would be a cool, like, show, maybe, to see that. So we can have a better understanding. Because all we're getting is just their interpretations of what happened. But they weren't there for everything. X point. This is the dump. So stage 1. Stage 2. I guess each time they used it, or it was more used, it just increased in size. Because then when it got to stage 3, it reached out a lot further. And then when it reached stage 4, it reached out and pretty much nearly covered the entire town. Unless this is not the full size of the town. Yeah. Destroy. I hope I get to know what these red squares mean. Oh, okay. I hear you, I hear you.
We found the slide projector in the dump outside town. Did they recreate that too? Is that where they keep it?
In a dump? I mean, maybe.
You mentioned a poem last time we talked. By Thomas Zane?
Yes. Beyond the shadow you settle for, there's a miracle illuminated.
I looked the poem up. Only I couldn't find any poet by that name. I did find a European filmmaker who moved here in the 60s, named Thomas Zane.
What?
Are we still good? Because for some reason OBS just disconnected. Oh, come on. It's doing that thing again. I've now got to check to make sure that it didn't just create 2 separate streams. It did. Screw you, game! At least it created 2 different notifications. What is going on? Why is it so low? I've got to check YouTube and Twitch now. So, you might hear myself for a second. No, that's not what I clicked. View. I've got to check YouTube. Okay, so the YouTube one's fine. Luckily, the YouTube one is smarter than the Twitch one for some reason, in that when you lose connection, if you reconnect in like the next few minutes, it very quickly comes back. It just connects to the original stream. If it's gone for more than that, it separates it. So I'm glad that it did that, but at the same time, why? It's done this before, where for some reason it's just randomly not doing good. I don't know if it's probably OBS side, but I don't know why it's doing that. So I'm just going to have to deal with that. I'm hoping that I get to a save point soon anyway, because we are getting close to the time. So let's just hurry up and get this listen done.
Something hugely important is going to happen. Jesse, you know we can't let you go until you're well. And that begins by understanding what's real and what's imagined.
It did it again. Why is it doing this? Because now there's going to be 3 posts about it. I didn't mean to come out of that. Supplement is what I'm looking for. And obtained therapy sessions of Jesse Faden, as well as circumstantial evidence found at the ordinary site. Note that accounts provided by all 3 sources contain conflicting data. Example, DF complains there were 8 slides of projector, JF mentioned 9. The Bureau found 1 intact slide, designation 36, and burnt the remaining 6 others. Unfortunately, these slides are too badly damaged to be used in the projector. Jesse Faden is believed to be the individual responsible for burning the slides. Notes, Dr. Darling has ordered that the entirety of Ordinary Town Dump be brought to the Bureau for examination and analysis, the hopes of finding additional slides of other altered items. Due to the limited space in the investigation sector, this all will be investigated in the containment sector. Okay, so we know that it's not here then. It wants me to go that way, but because of how badly it's connecting, I'm actually going to go back to where that save point was. Because otherwise, I'm just going to continually connect and disconnect for some reason. I don't know why OBS is doing this again. It's been fine for a long time, and now it's just suddenly doing it again. Again, it's not my side. I don't know why it's doing it. It's not anything I'm doing.
When you visit your childhood home, everything feels small, like a miniature.
Why are you saying this
Not
now?
real. I got that right.
Alright, save points this way. Retouch this. Okay, and it's saved. Okay, cool. Quit to menu, yes. Okay, so that is where we're stopping today. I was hoping to do a little bit more, but because of it just continually having an issue right now, it's probably just best to end it here. So, that is it for today. Thank you all for watching. Hope everyone enjoyed. I'll be back with this on Thursday, where I hope that the OBS doesn't just continually disconnect for no reason. And we'll continue this on Thursday. I'll be back tomorrow with a new game, so look forward to that. And as usual, if you like what I do, like, follow, subscribe, bell notifications to get notified. If you want to help support me,